All right, we're going to deal with some of the rules regarding slamming. First, we'll talk about a slam during a takedown. Now, if my opponent slams me as a continuation of a deep shot, that slam is permitted, so long as the slam is not with the intent to hurt the opponent. Should the slam occur as a result of more of a typical shot and then I'm lifted up and then slammed, that would result in an automatic disqualification. So we'll give you an example of the deep shot that is allowed. Byron takes a deep shot. That's permitted with that slam. That's a continuation of his shot. All right? However, if he shoots to lift me up and then to try to slam me, he'll be disqualified automatically from the tournament. So we're going to talk about a couple of scenarios where slamming is permitted within the tournament. For example, if I were to jump guard on my opponent from our feet, he is permitted to slam me, provided that one or both of his knees go to the ground before I do. So here's a good take on that, is that we're in a low tie, and I pull guard. That slam's allowed. As you see, his right knee planted before I did. In another scenario where slamming's permitted, should I jump for a flying submission like a flying armbar or a flying triangle, he is allowed to slam me, again, provided the knee lands. So we're here, and I post up, bang. That is permitted because the knee came down first. Now, should I have this in and he lifts me up off the ground, he may not do this and slam me back again. That's an immediate disqualification for slam violation. Final note on slamming is that when slams are allowed, it is allowed provided not only that the knee comes to rest on the ground first, but also that your opponent is not slammed above the shoulder blades. Now, because we're not permitting any slamming to take place above the shoulder blades, should Byron arm drag me and take my back and go for a suplex or a suplex, this is not going to be allowed because I would be spiked onto my shoulders and my head. All right, our final scenario involving slams, back mounts, and takedowns would be in a situation where my opponent takes my back from the feet. So in this situation, we're tied up, and maybe my opponent takes a duck under and assumes this position. Now, at this point, I could walk off the mat, but that's against our rules to leave the competition area in order to avoid a submission or a takedown. Now, it's important to note that if he can take me down, pull me over, he's going to get points for dominant control as well as the takedown. On the other hand, I am not allowed to jump back to slam him, as it would, of course, not be able to put my knee down first. And it's also, I guess, important to remember for him that I can forward roll in order to get him off of here. And should I do that, he may be at risk.